This is WOR, AM and FM, New York. Owned and operated by RKO General. Next best thing to being a delegate. Hear the Democratic National Convention starting Monday, July 11th on WOR Radio, your number one station for convention coverage. Your dial is set for news. At the WOR time tone, the time will be exactly 1 p.m.
James McCarthy reporting. For up-to-the-minute reports, keep tuned to this station. Now the news. Well, America, when did you last look in the mirror? Perhaps you'd better do it now, because the color, which has never been associated with this nation, is beginning to show through. The color of a canary. Today we've been attacked by Castro, Khrushchev, and intimidated by two leaders of the Mexican government. Khrushchev said Soviet rockets would face America if we intervened in Cuba. Two Mexican leaders said that Mexico would sell oil to Castro and would back Cuba against the United States. And the bearded one himself announced that he is going to put on a worldwide propaganda campaign to put automatic rifles in the hands of thousands of Cubans to combat United States aggression. From some officials here in the nation's capital, the harshest words were that Khrushchev has virtually declared Cuba to be a Soviet satellite. But of course, the usual "don't quote me" was issued immediately after the statements. From the vacation White House in Providence, Rhode Island, the only statement that was issued was from a boat in the water where Ike said, "You should have seen the one that got away." More news in a moment.
Reach for your partner. Swing to the right when the music stops. Give her a light. L&M has found the secret that unlocks the flavor. Unlocks the flavor. Unlocks the flavor. L&M has found the secret that unlocks the flavor in a filter cigarette.
In today's L&M, fine tobaccos can be blended.
Blended, blended, blended.
Not to suit a filter, but to suit your taste. So through the miracle tip, pure white inside, pure white outside, you get taste. More taste by far.
L&M has found the secret that unlocks the flavor in a filter cigarette.
Reach for flavor. Reach for L&M.
The Clown Prince of Latin American politics held a very unusual television speech last night in Havana. Castro didn't scream once. Robert Perez reports from Havana.
Soviet Premier Khrushchev's announcement that Russia will come to the military aid of Cuba in the event of a United States attack has been greeted here as another victory for Prime Minister Fidel-Castro and his revolutionary regime. The announcement reached Havana moments after the Premier bombarded the United States with insults in a speech clearly designed for consumption by Latin Americans outside of Cuba. Also this morning, crowds gathered outside the Mexican embassy in overwhelming approval of statements made by Mexico's Chamber of Deputies that that country would support Cuba in its conflict with the United States. This is Robert Perez in Havana, and now back to James McCarthy in Washington.
From Los Angeles, the Democrats are starting to get down to definite business today, but there's also a light side. William Evenson reports from Democratic National Headquarters in Los Angeles.
This is the town of convention excitement. The banners and the streamers announcing the fact that the favorite son of some group is here. Delegates and the general public know that the top runners for the nation's highest office fall into one category. In any hotel, they have either been here, are here, or will soon arrive. And here in L.A., one of the biggest boo-boos, 2,800 banners proudly announced in big bold letters, "Welcome Democrats, C-R-A-T-E-S." It's believed the sign company is run by a Republican. Other top political news, 55,000 hot dogs to be eaten, 120,000 soft drinks will be sold.
WOR, AM and FM, New York. Owned and operated by RKO General.